Hello and welcome to Manchester United News Update, your go-to source for all the latest news, match updates, and behind-the-scenes stories from Old Trafford. David de Gea has been a free agent since leaving Manchester United at the end of the 2022-23 season, but Team Talk understands he could return to football in the coming weeks. The 33-year-old enjoyed a successful 12-year stint at Old Trafford, but his wage demands ultimately led to Erik ten Hag deciding against renewing his deal. Despite being out of action last season, De Gea remains of interest to clubs around Europe and in Saudi Arabia. But once again, his sky-high salary demands are making things difficult. Sources have informed Team Talk transfer correspondent Rudy Galletti that De Gea is looking for a contract of between 4.2 and 5 meters annually, which works out at $80,000 to $96,000 per week. This still works out as significantly less than the astonishing $375,000 per week contract he was on with Man Ut. We can confirm that the ex-Red Devil held talks with Genoa, but the Italian side were unable to reach an agreement with the goalkeeper on personal terms. Fiorentina also approached De Gea a few days ago, but sources close to the club say his demands were deemed unacceptable. They are actively working to reduce their wage bill, and therefore a move for the shot stopper would be counterproductive. Team Talk understands that De Gea has also been approached by clubs in Spain, but they also consider his request too high, and therefore the interest has cooled. The only clubs at this stage who still hold a concrete in De Gea are clubs in the Saudi Pro League, but he still may have to reduce his wage demands to secure a move. We can exclusively reveal that Al-Shabaab and another unnamed Saudi side began negotiations with the keeper's agents a few weeks ago, but nothing is advanced at this stage. A move to Saudi remains the most likely outcome for De Gea, and it will be interesting to see how this story develops in the coming weeks, and whether his salary stance changes. Despite being out of action for a prolonged period, the keeper has kept himself fit and is ready to play should an opportunity present itself. Manchester United have made progress in their bid to sign Matthijs de Ligt from Bayern Munich, though Sean Dyche is determined not to see Jared Branthwaite leave Everton for Old Trafford. Man U kickstarted their revamp under Sir Jim Ratcliffe and Ineos by signing Dutch striker Joshua Zirkzee and French defender Lenny Yoro in deals worth $36 million and $59 million, respectively. Yoro has unfortunately suffered an injury in pre-season, but even before that issue, Man Ut were on the hunt for another new central defender. Ratcliffe's top two targets for the position are De Ligt of Bayern and Everton star Branthwaite. Man Ut have agreed personal terms with both players as they are attracted by the possibility of shining at the Theatre of Dreams. However, as Ratcliffe is refusing to overpay for players, as Man Ut have done in the past, deals for De Ligt and Branthwaite have been hard to come by. Bayern are holding out for 50 million and 42 million before selling their Dutch star, whereas Man Ut would rather pay around 34 million. Man Ut have also had two bids rejected for Branthwaite and have got nowhere near Everton's 70-75 million asking price for the Englishman. There has now been a double update on Man Ut's transfer plans. According to The Telegraph, Ratcliffe and the rest of the Man Ut hierarchy will accelerate their pursuit of a new centre-back in the aftermath of Yoro's injury blow. The report states that Man Ut are getting closer to forging an agreement for De Ligt, as there are the makings of a deal in place for the 24-year-old. It is unclear exactly how much Man Ut will pay for De Ligt, should the two clubs finally agree a deal. But Fabrizio Romano has revealed that Man Ut could get closer to Bayern's 42 million asking price by adding to their 34 million proposal with bigger bonus clauses. While De Ligt is edging closer to a reunion with his former Ajax boss Erik ten Hag, Branthwaite looks more and more likely to stay at Goodison Park. The impressive 22-year-old is ready to reject a new contract offer from Everton, but he can do little about the Toffees' major asking price as his current deal runs until June 2027. Everton have brought in another centre-half this summer, capturing Jake O'Brien from Lyon for 17 meters. O'Brien's transfer has led to speculation that he might be a replacement for Branthwaite, but Everton boss Dyche is having none of it. When asked about O'Brien's arrival potentially allowing Branthwaite to leave, the manager sarcastically replied, "No way, you're kidding me. I'm very surprised you put two and two together at Everton Football Club. It's nothing to do with that, it's just to do with trying to model the club with the finances available. Obviously, we're stretched at the moment with depth. No way, you're kidding me. I'm very surprised you've put 2 and 2 together at Everton Football Club. It's nothing to do with that. It's just to do with trying to model the club with the finances available. Obviously, we're stretched at the moment with depth. It's a tough juggling act, and it's tough to find the players who can do that. We think we have a few here. We've made it clear to him, Branthwaite, that there's nothing other than that. But of course, put 2 and 2 together and everyone starts speculating. What do you do? Interestingly, the Telegraph's report adds that Man Ut could accelerate a move for a new striker too, after Rasmus Højlund got injured in preseason as well. Brentford ace Ivan Toney and Branthwaite's Everton teammate Dominic Calvert-Lewin are two options who have been mooted, as Ratcliffe looks to find an experienced Premier League striker for Man Ut.